trust him completely. So with that said, verse 16, and now therefore behold, here is all belonging to you. Take it and go. As the Lord liveth, I will not take from you from a living soul down to a surety or thread, excepting the expense of the food of those who went out with me to battle, and as also the portions of the men who went with me, Anah, Ashkol, and Mamre, they and their men, as well as those also who had remained to watch the baggage. They shall take their portion of the spoil. And the kings of Sodom gave Abram according to all that he had said, and they pressed him to take of whatever he chose, but he would not. Smart man. And he sent away the kings of Sodom and the remainder of their men, and he gave them orders about Lot, and they went to their respective places. And Lot, his brother's son, he also sent away with his property, and he went with them, and Lot returned to his home, to Sodom. And Abraham and his people returned to their home, to the plains of Mamre, which is in Hebron. Now, instead of, obviously, I will just say that since God is playing this, I'm sure the people of Sodom can never know that it was Yahweh that was the one that even saved them, despite their wickedness. Now, instead of them to turn away from their wickedness, they even now doubled down their wickedness and made it become worse. Verse 20, at that time the Lord again appeared to Abraham in Hebron, and he said to him, do not fear. I knew it. Listen, whenever you, especially when you trust God to the last, the Lord always has a way to reward you. Like, I really don't know how to explain to you guys. You have to experience it for yourself. Honestly, he always comes to that comfort of his word to just tell you that calm down, don't worry, I see what you're doing here. Your reward is great. The longer the wait, the bigger, let me just put it this way, the bigger the blessing. The longer the wait, the bigger the package. Put it that way. I love this part. At that time the Lord again appeared to Abraham in Hebron, and he said to him, do not fear, for thy reward is very great before me, for I will not leave you until I shall have multiplied you, and blessed thee, and made thy seed like the stars in heaven, which cannot be measured or numbered. The fact that Abraham said that thing to them in front, that he pleased the Lord, that God had appeared to him. That's what I mean. Stand your ground in trusting God. And he said, I will give unto thee thy seed all these lands that thou seest with your eyes. To them will I give them for an inheritance forever. Only be strong and do not fear. Walk before me and be perfect. And in the 78th year of the life of Abraham, in that year died Reu, the son of Peleg. And all the days of Reu were 239 years, and he died. And Sarai, the daughter of Haran, Abraham's wife, was still barren. And Sarai, the daughter of Haran, Abraham's wife, was still barren in those days. She did not bear to Abraham either son or daughter. Imagine, after everything, you still don't have a child, and God still says, I'll give you a seed, I'll give you your seed, and unto thee your seed will have all these lands and everything, and you'll be as multitude. Oh my God, this is that's why Abraham was called the friend of God. Because if you think about all these things, a lot of people cannot bear this at all. And when she saw that she bare no children, she took her handmaid Hagai, whom Pharaoh had given her, and she gave her to Abraham her husband for a wife. For Hagai learned all the ways of Sarai, as Sarai taught her. She was not in any way deficient in following her good ways. And Sarai said to Abraham, behold, here is my handmaid Hagai. Go to her, that she may bring forth upon my knees, that I may also obtain children through her. And at the end of 10 years of Abraham's dwelling in the land of Canaan, which is the 85th year of Abraham's life, Sarai gave Hagar unto him. And Abraham hearkened to the voice of his wife Sarai. And he took his handmaid Hagar, and Abraham came to her, and she conceived. Father doesn't have much to say about this thing. Very simple. All we could have just said is that Abraham should have consulted Father before he did, but well, they were not there. So, and when Hagar saw that she had conceived, she rejoiced greatly, and her mistress was despised in her eyes. And she said within herself, this can only be that I am better before God. Oh God, Sarai. I said Sarai, Hagar, pride. This can only be that I am better before God than Sarai, my mistress. For all the days that my mistress has been with my Lord, she did not conceive, but me the Lord has caused in so short a time to conceive by him. Hagar now, Hagar. Oh God. And when Sarah saw that, first of all, she would be jealous. Any woman, you can't, a lot of girls, I'll say girls, not women, a lot of girls that say stuff like, oh, they don't get jealous, or their husband did something, or they'll have a man, and sorry, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know the analogy to give. But you can't give another woman to your husband, and that happens, and you say you don't get jealous. It's not possible. And when Sarah saw that Hagar had conceived by Abraham, Sarah was jealous of her handmaid. And Sarah said within herself, this is surely nothing else but that she must be better than I am. Sarah needs Canaan. And Sarah said unto Abraham, my wrong be upon thee. For at that time, when you prayed before the Lord for children, why did you not pray for me on my account, that the Lord should give me seed from thee? This could be very annoying. But I get frustration, sha. And when I speak to Hagai in thy presence,